And now we're gonna do Monument Valley 3. This one got a title update recently that added a new level, but I haven't played it yet, so anyway, it came out on January. No, January. Why have I got January? It came out in July. Why am I saying January? Nope, it came out in July. Today's January. Oh my gosh. Right, well, we're either going to do really well on this or really badly. There is a title update for it called The Garden of Life, which is free. It's developed and published by Us2 Games. Came out on the 22nd of July, 2025. Price-wise, looking at £16.99 on Xbox, or if you've not got the others, you can buy the collection for £26.99. Or if you've already bought them, this solo is $19.99. The collection is $29.99. It's also available on PC, Android, iOS, PlayStation, and Switch. Came out on all the platforms on the same day. I remember because I was like, oh, there's a new Monument Valley coming. I hadn't realised. If you've played Monument Valley before, then you sort of know the gist. There are now 23 achievements. There are 15 in the base game. They are all obtainable. And it's a puzzle game. Thank you to ID at Xbox for the code for this one. So in this one, we guide Nor, an apprentice lightkeeper, through impossible mountains, shifting landscapes, and tranquil seascapes to uncover the sacred light and save her home. Monument Valley takes you beyond the monuments and into the open sea. As Nor, you'll navigate stunning, changing environments, solve mind-bending puzzles, and uncover the secrets of the sacred light. So, yeah, it's possibly even more complicated than the other ones. Don't know how it's going to work with the sea, but we'll see. Pun semi-intended. But yeah, we have completed to 100% the other two Monument Valleys now. The first one was about returning the light. The second one was a mother and daughter type thing, so this one's a new one as well. And Us2 was responsible for Alba, a wildlife adventure, which we streamed a while back. And really enjoyed. So yeah, recommend Us2. I did interview from them once. I was underqualified for the position. It was more of a, I would love to work for you aspirational kind of thing. Anyway. Monument Valley. Right, move cursor, tap A to walk. I remember how these things work. More or less. Hello. I give you staff. Oh, no, I don't give you staff. You sit down and I make boat. It's beautiful as ever. I do love the graphics in these games. They are very pretty. People are just boating on little bits of tower. I think Leaky shared a video way back in the Discord. Where someone had sort of tried to make one of these perspective bendy games and explain sort of the concepts behind it. Ooh. and it's very fascinating. It's very clever, obviously. Hard to do well. I wonder if there'll be a Monument Valley 4. A new journey begins. Complete to the prelude. I was kind of hoping that Nor my apprentice, our time together as soon as ends. I grow old, but the lighthouse dims. Find me in town, the light while beckons. Okay. Vaguely ominous. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's really nice how they've done that. Oh, that is really pretty. Like a stained glass window effect. Oh gosh. Wow. Okay. Brain breaking. I was really hoping for more snow with this bitter cold. It does not seem to be snowing. I am sad. Oh, look, I'm vaguely not transparent. Because the sea is my colour. The town in which Norm learns about the sacred light. So basically the premise is with these things that you rotate and grab and muck with perspective and press buttons and things happen. They're very clever. If you like this kind of game, then, you know, I think there was one of the DLCs. I think it was like the red DLC that got added for like I want to say cancer research or something, and there was one bit which I couldn't bend my mind around. But other than that, I think like 99% of them I've solved myself, which I'm very proud of because it does really require some bendy brain. You've got to think in like 7 dimensions. Sometimes it's not always obvious where you can go and what you can do. Sometimes it is, and you just have to be careful you're doing the right thing. But they always have sort of really little pretty vignettes. Like, it's just like, oh, there's just a little lady. Cleaning. Why now? Why now am I yawning? I think I find them less fun when there's like sort of, I want to say enemies, not really enemies that you have to avoid. Per se, but no, I'm not quite sure what I'm saying. I'll be honest. honest. But yeah, I like it much. I like it when it's just about solving the level, solving the puzzle. Less about you know, avoiding getting chomped and things on levels. I much prefer just using my brain on these things. And Belle. Okay, well, there are a decent number of people here. Let's see who's still awake. We're gonna have a little giveaway. So if you are still in chat, thank you very much for being here, and we're gonna give out some tokens. Create artifact. Oh yeah, we had this whole thing with the constellations, and it was like, yeah, just like hold this and do like a thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna randomly do that. So yeah, I'll draw it just before the end of stream, so you've got about half an hour-ish to enter. Twitch tells me I have people here, so you know that's why I am doing it. Circle lead on the ball there. Thank you very much for no, just thank you very much everyone who's here, even if you're lurking, because you know when I'm doing puzzles I yatter to myself. I try and judge like the streams where I can like narrate a novel with the streams where people are more active. There are no rules, because I'll be like, oh, Thursdays are usually quite quiet, and then Thursdays everyone was like, oh, we're gonna chat, and I'm like, and I'm doing story time. It's okay, but it's like, oh my god, I was, yeah. It's possibly going to want me to get on the boat, but I don't know. He's going to talk to me anyway. But yeah, and then sometimes I yap to myself, and then people will say stuff, and I'll be like, I have no idea what you're about. And that is 100% on me because stupid memory brain, but yeah. Our tower casts a beam across the sea. Lost boats find refuge following sacred light. Nor do you doubt light's abundance? And it just makes me wonder that if I'm going to have issues with my prescription, because stupid NHS doing inadvisable things, do I want to skip, try and make it last, tablets that I've got left last as long as possible, in which case do I skip weekends? I mean, I've skipped a couple of days before without, ill effect, but certainly I noticed a difference in how I felt. But then I also get easily distractible, so do I try tomorrow and see? Because at the very least, I need to go for a walk tomorrow. I was waiting in for the post today. The Hidden Fens, in which a new friend wakes in calm waters. Do I just skip tomorrow just to give myself at least one extra day? In case something goes wonky? Possibly. And then see how it affects stream. If it affects stream. I wouldn't skip a work day, unfortunately. Don't think I have that luxury. It's our friend! Who is now made of wood and has grown a twig. Hi, friend. I think I need to twist. No, I need to stay on that. And now I need to make my friend move. I get my friend and a boat? That would be kind of cool. Oh no, I get big flower. Sorry, no, it's just kind of satisfying. Yes, you were tempted to buy the physical... There's a physical version of this? Ooh. I don't know whether... Right, I need to move it onto that central spot. I don't know whether I'm supposed to get on my little friend or whether I'm just supposed to use the friend to press the button. I'm thinking at this point, friend presses button. Because my thing didn't seem to move. They're going to make my friend into a boat now. My friend is now a boat! Aww. Hi, friend. Hi. You're now a boat. Good friend. Okay, hold to sail and turn boat. It's a little Wind Waker type-esque thing. That's so cute. So yeah, I did not know there was a physical version. That is kind of cool. To the collection. I mean, I own all of them digitally, but I got them all as, you know, promo codes, because I did Xbox. And a burp. I'm not really a collect the physical games kind of person. Don't really do collector's edition things. I do with books, but for games, it feels like once I've sort of finished the game, I'm less likely to, you know, sort of go back to it. It's sort of done then, and okay, yeah, shelf trophies are great, and maybe if I had a bit more space for them. But also, it tends to get very expensive, and then you get all these statues and things that maybe aren't stuff that you necessarily have space for or want. I don't know. I did get Murdered Soul Suspect edition with okay, they're not staying. Am I supposed to... Can the boat go round these things? Because it seems kind of pointless if I can't do anything, so maybe I need to go over here first. You want the trophy? Sorry, I'm trying to remember what it was I said. Or specifically Murdered Soul Suspect, because that was the other thing that I said. I have a steelbook from, like, Cyberpunk. I still haven't played the game. Oh, for Murdered. Yeah, it was just a little diary book thing that came with it, so it wasn't massive, and I was like, that's really cool. I really enjoyed that game. I really wanted more from that game. For that game. From that game. Whoa. What happens if I'm on here when I can't do it when it's on there, can I? No. Ah, I need to get back on the boat. Right. Sorry, just trying to figure out what I need to do. Get back on the boat and then come around the other side. Yeah, I'm not really I don't want, like statuey things, particularly. New mechanics are interesting. Not particularly a collectible statue. I don't really have lots of space for that sort of stuff. Not at the moment, and I probably don't want to start collecting lots of, because like Assassin's, oh, rude. Assassin's Creed had like all these little statue thingies you could collect, and it's just like, eh. I'm not really a little statue thingy kind of person. Anyway, I forget what my point is. I'm using the wrong key. Haha. About. Ah, now you follow me. I bring boat. It's like I've got different controls now. I'm just trying to get used to them. So obviously because boat is RT to sail. Now this makes sense, because now I go on this button and they go on the other button, and then hopefully it stays down. But I keep on using then RT to move stuff, and I'm like, no, it's still A to move stuff, you silly sod. Just being silly. But anyway, it's a cozy little puzzle game. I decided the other one I had lined up wouldn't quite work for my brain space today, so I've put it back in the backlog, but I'll get to it at some point. For now, it's just enough that I've done 3 of my games off my list, which sort of makes up for the fact that I've repeated a bunch of games because we've been playing through Synesthesia. It's just been really fun, to be fair. Really curious where it's going, and that I'll be repeating Persona, so I want to try and at least get in some showcases where these levels are longer, it feels. Making a splash, completed the head and fence. So what are we on? Like, these levels feel longer, so we've got half an hour left. We're not going to get to the end of this game in that time, but at least we should get a portion of it done. And then it's just next week is Tuesday, Thursday Joe streams, Saturday co-stream, and then Sunday will be Persona, so less chance to do a Joe case, mostly because so many people. Saturday is the best one for doing that, and we'll be doing more synesthesia, which I'm happy about because I really hope we get to an end. Whether or not we then do another stream, because we're like, well, it's not the true end. We'll have to see. For crossing many seas, they now call me Nomad. For my travels, I bring a gift, a flower. Its glow reminds me of your tower's guiding. yes, we're doing a stealthy giveaway for those that are still remaining in chat after 2.5 hours of listening to me ramble on. As a reward, one might say. Also, because there's a lot of people lurking, and I feel like, you know, lurking is good. I'm liking that Twitch is counting lurkers again, because it makes me happy, because I don't think that people should be expected to have to talk in stream. Certainly if you want to, that's fine, but you shouldn't have to feel like that. So as long as my viewer numbers are, you know, up with lurkers, then I will continue to run giveaways when I'm paying attention and remember. Which will be more frequently than I did last year, because honestly the giveaway list is just getting ridiculously long, so I just want to give people tokens and reward people for coming to my streams. Because, you know, Arigata Atelier, in which old ways unfold. Ooh, I wonder if it's an origami-esque. Oh, actually no, this is just weird. Oh, no it is, but... But wait, should I have done the... Oh no! No, I needed to do that. Because I can still get to the button. That was the way I get to the button. What am I going to eat tonight? Don't know. Yes, it's kind of origami-esque. So yes, those of you that are lurking and still remain after this long, get the bonus of having a giveaway thingy that I don't really have to do much beyond remember to take a screenshot and then stick it in my spreadsheet, because I have buttons. And I just need to do my buttons for chaos and genre so that I can also do those when we're playing that. Oh! Yes, the weird sort of bright crayon is disconcerting, but I'm liking the origami folding type situation that's going on here. It's very cool. Yes, there are many games that I thought I disliked but end up enjoying. A bunch of them have been ones that I've like played on stream. And done on my ult and been like, oh, actually. No, we need to be on a blue bit. This is messing with my 3D. Okay. Slightly clunky, but thing. Yeah, there are numerous over the years. I think there's definitely a few that I did last year. That I was like, ooh, actually, this is quite fun. But of course, I just can't remember because I streamed so many games last year. Okay, I think I need to... Whoa, okay. I would definitely prefer if it didn't have bright white as a background. I know it's slightly off-white, but it just feels way brighter than my brain is willing to deal with right now. But this is a really cool concept for a level. I like how they've sort of innovated over the years. Oh, that's a better. Calming blue. Cool. Should get a couple more levels in. And think about food. More of my casserole left. I might do some bouillons with it. Bit of pastry. But yeah, Monument Valley 3. Keats online. Yeah, because ID starts at 6. More raid into ID when we're done. I don't know what he's playing today because there wasn't a decision when I went live, or at least it didn't seem like there was a decision when I went live, and then I went live, and also I was kind of tired, and yeah, I don't know. Without our tower, many would drown in the shifting waters. The boats I lost in years past still haunt me. The lighthouse must not darken. I feel like we're going and picking up lights from everywhere to add to the lighthouse. That's what it feels like we're doing. I really, really do like this sort of stained glass. It's like we're inside the lighthouse kind. I really just like how it's all fitted together. It's really quite smooth. I could do without the giant white squares though. They just make me tireder. The temple in which all is lost. Oh no, chapter 5. Is that one of those ones where it's like free, but then you have to pay to play effectively? Like a Morpica type, you know, endless whatevers. Because I definitely would not enjoy that kind of thing, I'll be honest. Oh no, it's a paying title. Okay. Then why does Hara think you won't like it? I guess. I mean, there's obviously more to this. I feel like indiscriminate hating is not a thing. It's not really. Hate is very strong. With games, I feel like dislike was a better word there. Hate starts wars. I don't know what Palworld is. I think I'm getting it mixed up with like Palea, which Tiger Lady was playing, Jess was playing, and the one with dinosaurs. Oh, this doesn't look good. Oh, I dislike survival games so fair. Survival games are not my favourite. Oh, is that the one that copyright infringements? Weestrich! I said dislike. Thank you for the hydrate and stretch. Have a I mean, they got sued by Nintendo, right? But anyway, if you are here and paying attention, then there is a giveaway run for tokens. So enter with #win. It's always going to be #win. Possibly unless I'm doing something specific for Extra Life, and then it might be FDK for the kids. But we're not doing Extra Life yet until November. In which I will then, you know, go, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? Do I really want to be, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then, yeah, be like, blah, blah, blah. I mean, Nintendo is really strict about its copyrights. For good reason. And enforces them quite spectacularly. Which is good, because then people don't take the mick. Depends if it's patented. If there's a patent that can't, or patent, or whatever the, however you say that word, you know, companies do patent game mechanics. It's like the, Shadow of Mordor. Well, why? It's something like the Nemesis system. Yeah, exactly. It's a Shadow of Mordor. But they should, because it's a intellectual property situation, you know. And if they've come up with something truly unique, then yeah, they should be able to patent it. I have to admit, I disagree with you there, Circle Lead. Also, hi Apex. You know, something that is truly unique, you know, in a sort of intellectual property kind of way, definitely should be patented. Ideas can be patented. So, yeah. No, you want to go up here on the buttons. Don't go down the stairs. I obviously misclicked somewhere. Yeah, but it's still, if it's, you know, original, you know, content. Well, yeah, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Otherwise you get all these ridiculous clones that just churn out 50 million copies and then, you know, put it on 3 stacks, and you just get, you know, title update spam. It's got to be unique enough to patent. There's definitely rules with the patenting, but, you know, 100% protect your property. But otherwise, people do capitalize on popular game mechanics, which is, you know, why they do get patented when there is a significant uniqueness. I mean, oh, yeah, well, hey Phil, let's not get into that. For one to go forward, one must stay behind. Farewell, Nor. No, I know you will keep the lighthouse bright. But, Mentor. Can I have your light staff then? Because I feel like if you want me to keep the lighthouse bright, I need the staff. Oh dear, are you going to stand here forever on this thing? We could find a handy rock, you know. Sad face. Okay, we've got about 5 minutes to enter the giveaway. And don't forget your daily if you've not had your daily already. Feel free also to see what chaos rating and or genre you are today. I do have some other ideas for commands. I just have... Oi! I was going in that door, you cheeky bugger. Yeah, and besides, I'm a staunch supporter of like copyright and patent stuff, just purely because, you know, people have a right to protect their ideas. From theft. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, help me! There's a weird ass red moon. Oh look, it's my friend! Thank you, friend. Don't give me side-eye. I see that side-eye. Little leaf sail. So Mentor probably drowned. That's not good. Okay, we've got time for one more level. Before the end of stream. And we'll draw the giveaway in a minute. So let's just to enter. Hashtag win. Bloop. Things fall apart. Completed the temple. And then food. And ID stream and sorry, just laughing at news headings. Didn't realize how dramatic and right-wing the newspapers were until, well, I remember it was when I realized it was like, why are you spinning it that way? That's just not right. But anyway, the news is sad and depressing. Okay, so we'll finish level 6. And then there are a whole bunch more. I think there's a couple of achievements that aren't level based. I saw one, I vaguely caught one about a fish, but I think that's in the deal, in the title update. But mostly they're, you know, completing levels. They're all sort of story based. Vayaku, in which a sunken monument bears witness. The graphics in this are just gorgeous, considering the simplicity. They're just exquisite. Why are you sailing away? Get back. I'm running out of road. something I'd like it if I was walking on a building and it was just collapsing around me. I'd be like, how do I get off this building? Help. Oh, it's not quite the right angle. Oh, maybe I've got to make them line up. Well, that's how I get around that. Aha! Obviously didn't catch that angle. There's a whole bunch of little crosses that line up. I'm not sure I want to go inside a tower there when everything's sort of sinking. Right, run on across. Whoa. Okay, there we go. So yeah, okay. Last chance for the giveaway. Hashtag win to enter. Gonna close it now. And draw. Circulate. There we go. First one to enter. Just taking a screenshot. It required me moving my entire body over because if I try and do it with this hand, then I'll wrench my poor wrist, which I've been desperately trying not to wrench. So yeah, congratulations, Circulate. I will add that to spreadsheet. Let me know you wanna, when you wanna redeem for a game off the list, or if you need to know how many you've got. So yeah, and thanks everyone for being here and watching. We're just going to finish off this level, finish the stream, and hopefully ID will be ready for us to raid into. And then I'll be back tomorrow with Persona 4 Golden, Jesse's special stream request in which we're going to complete the story, whatever that entails. There we go, we did get the right angle there. So yeah, anyway, thank you to ID at Xbox, as always, for all the codes for the games today. 3 fairly different kinds of games, all sort of equally as fun. Right, how am I supposed to get out of this one? Is that a button? Is that a button? Maybe. Is, however, something we can't quite go up. My god, this is so Escher-esque. Ah, we can get to the thing at the top. Very Escher-esque. No. It futzed. It futzed. Oh, we did a star. Whatever it was we were making. That's not good. These sinking feelings. Completed Vaiku. Hello, we can pick you up. Would you like help? All boats scattered to swell and thunder. Our harbour was broken by rough waters. Lightkeeper, I fear my family is lost at the sea. Hug? Ah. Okay. Stream is going to be a little late with ID. Do you want to raid into ID? Then gotta wait. We could do a couple more levels. Do a couple more levels and see what they've got. Yeah, so there are a couple of achievements that yeah, a couple of achievements that aren't like story related, but that's fine. Anyway, sorry. I'm gonna do a couple more levels and then wait for ID to go live so we can raid in just because it's easier. The torrential parting in which a rescue echoes. I think this is probably slightly easier to play on Jesus Christ. Get in the door, get in the door, get in the door. Mobile, just because you can just, you know, it's just trying to get the cursor over the right bit of level is sometimes a little bit, I think it's just me being boat. Apparently the big bell calls our boat. Oh look, we're not really, well, we're still see-through, but we're not see-through because the Now we are see-through. We have boat in our arm. But the level is the colour of our actual thing. Oh, we want to be on this bit. I like it when the level is the colour of our thing. It's like, we're not see-through anymore. Big ass whale. Or fish. I definitely like the ingenuity of the boat puzzles. And also, you don't have to be massively accurate on the docking. Okay, so wait till they've got there, then move the thing. Now I'm confused. Do I have to go through... Ah. Okay. Ah, so the little kid goes... Oh, hang on. Through the door. That's cool. We'll take that. You just had to do an action that the kid would then mimic. That was slightly harder to intuit, but that's fine. We got there. As I said, I like the boat ones. Oh my gosh, we've got to rescue a little girl first because there's a 3 button on the other one. And we know that the 3 button, if you want to get it to unlock properly, requires 3 people. I press button? You press button? Or can we just click on it? Little girl! Do the thing! Moment! Press the button. Is there another bit that I have to go through? How are you doing, Vincent? I'm stuck in the sense that I don't know what I need to do to prompt the kid to go onto this button. Plodding sounds good. I'm just going to make a bunny ears pop up and down now. Now I'm regretting doing this at another level because it's like, oh, well. None of this lines anything up. I am just going to end here. Which takes me back to this bit. Well, that's fine. So yeah. Thanks for being here. We've done 3 games today. Thank you to Unedited Xbox for the codes for them. And yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks to Scruff for the resub and Mr. Corners for the raid. Congratulations on Zerkali for winning the giveaway. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow for some more Persona 4 Golden. We'll drop in a raid to ID ready, just because, you know, they are going live at some point soon. Other than that, I've been Joe, otherwise known as Angelus K, and I bid you goodbye. Thanks for watching.